I just recently joined the .NET Foundation in a community manager capacity. I'm excited to get started in the role by bringing you the interviews for the board candidates. Hi there, can you please introduce yourself?
Hi, my name is Arkhurst Odoom. I'm a software consultant. I actually help customers undertake software projects in the .NET space. I'm the organizer of Accra.net, which is a meetup registered under the .NET Foundation. And I love to teach such software development, and I also love contributing immensely to open source software.
Great. All the candidates are going to be asked the same 5 questions. These questions came from a survey sent out via Slack by the nomination committee. If you have any questions for the candidates, please tweet them to the official .NET Foundation Twitter handle. Let's jump in. What excites you about the future of the .NET ecosystem?
Okay, so before we had the .NET framework, which only existed in the Windows environment, but now we have a cross-platform runtime and SDKs, which allow developers to build open source software using frameworks like ASP.NET Core, Entity Framework, Blazor, just to mention a few. So, I mean, the future is pretty exciting, looking at where .NET was and where .NET is now. Looking at the fact that we also have .NET MAUI as well, which allows us to build cross-platform mobile solutions as well. Yeah.
What role do you think the .NET Foundation can play to inspire more confidence in .NET?
To inspire more confidence in .NET, I think the .NET Foundation can increase the awareness of open source technology built with .NET, and also the foundation can increase the adoption of .NET with startups, because startups are one of the key promoters of open source technology. So when we have a lot of startups adapting to .NET, then definitely there's going to be some confidence in people using .NET, since the adoption is going to be high. And yes, for now, that's what I'll say.
How can the .NET Foundation help open source projects be more successful and gain credibility?
Okay, the foundation can do more to promote and sponsoring game-changing open source projects, to encourage and sustain the teams behind such projects. Also, the foundation can partner with other open source organizations to undertake collaborative projects. This will allow the .NET technology gain some traction from the other open source worlds as well.
What can the .NET Foundation do around education and adoption of .NET?
With education and adoption of .NET, I think since the foundation already has the education committee, what I think the committee can do is to target the grassroots, the high school, and let's say the universities, and organize boot camps and seminars to increase the adoption at the grassroots levels. Since most of these youngers are the ones that are going to go into starting up their businesses, and it will be good if they are aware of the .NET platform and what it presents, and if they can start using it at that early age, then it would obviously lead to the growth of an adoption of .NET. So we need to do a lot of education at the grassroots level with the education committee. Yeah.
What are some things you would do right away if you joined the .NET board?
I think one of the things that I would do is, or one of the things that I'll actually do is, I think the foundation is not really being promoted enough. People need to be aware of what the foundation is, what it stands for, and why the foundation is there. I mean, for anybody to understand what the foundation does, they need to know, first of all, know what the foundation is. So we need to throw a lot of light on the .NET Foundation, and we need to speak about how independent it is from Microsoft itself, so people feel a lot more comfortable, working with all the open source technologies that are in the foundation. So I think we need to throw a lot of light on the foundation, and yeah, that is very important. That's one of the things that I'll do. And another thing also that is on my mind, or which I'm very passionate about, is underserved communities as well. So the foundation needs to also start opening up to other regions aside the Americas and Europe. I am from Africa, for example, and we are one of the underserved communities. There are also some communities in South Americas and the Asias as well. I think the foundation needs to open up more resources into creating awareness for the foundation itself and the .NET technology in these various areas.
Great. How can people find you?
Okay, so I'm on Twitter. My hashtag is, my handle is @Mr_Odoom. That's my surname. So @Mr_MR_Odoom. And on LinkedIn, you can find me Frank Odoom, FRANKODOOM. Yes, so those are the major social channels I usually engage on.
Great. Thank you for joining me today.
Thank you too, Nicole. Nice meeting you.